Welcome to the Average Joe Sports Network. I'm your host, Landon Weimer, alongside my colleagues in the field, Brian Burkhoff and Ryan Martin, and we're here to bring you the sports from the furthest corner of the world, all over the world, that you don't care about and will never hear again. We have a great show for you today at the Average Joe Sports Network as we had yet another eventful night. From a slippery scandal to a Red Bull rampage, let's get right into it with the news you definitely missed.
You're locked into the headlines that flew under the radar. This is News You Definitely Missed.
All right, kicking us off with the first story of the day, fireball soccer scandal in Indonesia. If you may not know, in Indonesia, they light the ball on fire and then play without their shoes on. I don't know, man. This year took a strange turn, however, as the Bogar Barracudas were all found to be wearing burn cream on their feet. This is a massive scandal and a blatant violation in the FSL, and it will be investigated. Right now, authorities are going through the team, and we are expecting heavy penalties. Our next story of the day, Croatia had a great comeback against Serbia in a dramatic 7-6 game, as Serbia's captain, not even going to try to say that, scored the winning goal in overtime. Wow, what a play from him. Moving on to the Bosa ball accident that happened this weekend. Everyone knows what Bosa ball is, right? Yes, they do. While propelling himself into the air for a spike, Alejandro Gonzalez from Spain fell through the trampoline in the middle of the bouncy castle field. He suffered a broken big toe and a hyperextended knee. Our prayers go out to him and his family. Next year, the National Bosa Ball Championships are considering a weight limit, as Alejandro was 350 pounds. Wow, good for him. Our second major story of the day is an extreme ironing accident. If you don't know what extreme ironing is, it's where people iron in the most extreme conditions, like snowboarding and skiing. I never said they were smart. This week, Ethan Grayson from Ireland, paragliding, had a successful iron, and unfortunately, while trying to land, passed away. A moment of silence for him and his family. And don't forget to thank our sponsor for this segment, SkyQuest Paragliding, the best paragliding experience in Brazil. Don't doubt that. All right, moving on to the chess boxing championships that are next weekend. Don't forget to tune in to them here on AJSN at 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Quick predictions. I think the Williams are going to do really well this weekend. Math major William McLeod is looking like a rising contender in the last couple of weeks. And Team USA's William the Gambit Man Grafe has been on fire in his recent tournaments. Let's see who comes out on top. Our third major story of the day is cheese rolling winner for this year. Now, if you don't know what cheese rolling is, it's in the UK, and they stand on the toppest hill they have and roll a wheel of cheese down. I don't know what they're doing over there, man. This year's winner, Chester Chestington, won it. And he said he won it for his mom battling a common cold back home. He's standing by with Brian Burkhoff. What do you have for us, Brian? Always funny, Brian. This was his third attempt after finishing sixth in last year's competition and breaking both of his legs in his first try. Good job, Chester. All right, a quick word from our sponsors, and we will be right back with advanced stats that nobody asked for.
Gentlemen, are you ready for unnecessary levels of confidence? Introducing the Magnum Mesh with maximum airflow and minimum shame. Feel the breeze in places nature intended. Then there's the Power Trunk. Support so powerful that you may start explaining barbecue techniques to strangers. For men who point at grills and say, that's medium rare. And what about the legendary Tomcat? For the less endowed but highly ambitious, the Tomcat is like a push-up bra for your gentleman gladiator. Wearing the Tomcat screams, that man prepares taxes with confidence. Underwear City, we put the oh my back in boxer briefs. Confidence sold separately. Underwear City, where fine retailers are found. Slide into a new you. Only at Underwear City.
Welcome back to the Average Joe Sports Network, moving right into advanced stats that nobody asked for. Last weekend was the Worm Charming Championships, and Team Wormhole, led by Seamus Wormwood, led the tournament in worms charmed per minute with 16.7. And the way they did that was Seamus using his trademark worm grunting technique. Yeah, that's a real thing. And he got the vibrations on this one perfect, didn't he, Brian? Who knew 332 hertz was perfect for worms? I didn't, and I don't wish that I did. Moving on, the rock, paper, scissors champion Raquel Sanders' numbers have been broken down from this week. She won with a record of 26-7, and her numbers are looking great. She went to rock 26% of the time, favoring the paper 38% of the time, and the scissors a good mix-up 36% of the time. Clearly, she was favoring her paper and scissors this week, and it definitely worked out for her. Not many situations where she needed the rock, but when she went to it, it was great. Does she switch it up for next weekend's tournament, or does she stick to the proven strategy? Find out on the Average Joe Sports Network. Moving on to the parkour championships that were this week, and since no one actually cares about who wins and who loses, and they're just running around in a big cage, this year Red Bull put a twist. They followed each team's Red Bull consumption throughout the weekend, and the numbers are pretty shocking. Currently leading all the teams is Team Kyle from Naperville, Illinois. Makes a lot of sense. Has an astonishing 87.5 cans of Red Bull consumed in the 3-day tournament. What the guys? All right, now our favorite stat, the clipboard counter. Last night, it was a rough night for clipboards. We are adding 4 more to the total, making it 27 on the week. Rest in peace to the clipboard homies. And since sports are rigged, let's get on to revealing the script.
Time. It's time. Under the lights, in the heart of the action, we pull back the curtain. This is where the answers live. Reveal the script.
All right, the glass cutting world championships are coming up next month. And let's meet the contestants that you'll want to pay attention to. John Miller, Luke Smith, and Dan Michaels. Wow, those sound like the most boring people of all time. And they all have 2 first names. The winning sculpture, oh, it's going to look amazing. Too bad I'm not going to give it to you. The winner will be Luke Smith. Congratulations, Luke Smith, to the thousands of Luke Smiths in the world. I'm not sure which one's you, but you're going to win the glass cutting championships, man. Good job. Moving on to the musical chairs league is coming to Santa Monica this weekend. And Team UK is going down with an injury. Their star player is going down. And what does this mean for their hopes this weekend? They're going to struggle big time. Yep, they're not going to do too well with him out. And what does this mean for their next matchup against Greece? They're going to lose. Bummer, man. Sorry. Who cares, though? All right, the kite fighting championships. This one is actually pretty good. The kite kitty fight. We all know kitty fight, one of the legends of the sport. It's big favorite going into this tournament. And unfortunately, he's going to go down early to the young up-and-comer Kitanium. Ooh, sounds intimidating. After suffering heavy damage in round 1 with an up and under from Thunderkite, Kitty Fight went into this one limping pretty hard, and he got struck down early. No surprises there. Who's going to win now? I'm not going to tell you because no. Moving on to the Sandcastle World Championships in Hawaii next weekend. The contestants are in the midst of building their sandcastles, and judging will occur this weekend going into the next week. However, someone paid off the judges, and we already know the winner. This year's donor is Keith Summers. Good job, man. He's the owner of a yacht lending company. Yeah, that makes a little too much sense. Admire this sandcastle here for a second, Brian. What do you think about this one? Huh. Oh yeah, I always love my castles like that. Finally, our human tower building competition, yep, that's a real thing, is in Spain this weekend. And after what happened last year in our tragic accident where 3 people passed away, this year we will not have any major injuries or deaths. So if you're tuning in for the carnage, Too bad. And like, who's going to watch this now? This is like hockey for me. I'm here for the carnage. All right, that looks like it about does it for us here at the Average Joe Sports Network. If I could find my paper, yep, it's this one. Yeah, it's 10 p.m. and I'm ready for a drink. We'll see you all next week on the Average Joe Sports Network.